This is C3 June 2005 and the time is 1 hour 30 minutes. The total marks is 75 minutes, 75 marks. The first question is trigonometric identities and trigonometric solving. So let's get started. So A, given that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta is identical to 1. Using this, we have to express this identity. 1 plus tan squared theta is identical to sec squared theta. For doing this sum, we need two information. The first information is identity. The first information is that tan theta is identical to sine theta by cos theta, meaning tan squared theta is identical to sine squared theta by cos squared theta, same thing. And 1 by cos theta, the reciprocal of cos theta, is identical to sec theta. These two information is all that we need for doing this sum. So let's divide both sides with cos squared theta. So we can write sine squared theta plus cos squared theta divided by cos squared theta equals to, this side will also be 1 by cos squared theta. So we're dividing both sides with cos squared theta. So if we break this down further, we can write sine squared theta by cos squared theta plus cos squared theta by cos squared theta equals to 1 by cos squared theta. And I hope you can see what's going on here. This is sine squared theta by cos squared theta, so we can write here tan squared theta. This is cos squared theta cancels off as 1, so this is plus 1, and 1 by cos squared theta is the identity sec squared theta, and we have proved the identity. Done. That's it. Let's do question number B. Now we have to solve this equation. So if you remember, in the previous sum we proved an identity. So for solving this, now here it's in degrees and 360 degrees not included, less than that. Remember, most of the time C3 is about radian, so this is an exceptional sum, it's in degrees. So 2 tan squared theta plus sec theta equals to 1. Now we can convert this using the identity we just did. Tan squared theta is the same as, if you send the 1 to the other side, sec squared theta minus 1. So this would be sec squared theta minus 1. So that's the connection between the two. And we can write 2 sec squared theta minus 2 plus sec theta equals to 1. So we can just have a quadratic equation. 2 sec squared theta plus sec theta, and this will be minus 3. Minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So what we have to do here is we have to use substitution. It's always a good idea to use substitution for cumbersome trigonometric expressions. So let sec theta be x. It will be 2x squared plus x minus 3 equals to 0. We can do middle term break. 2 3s are 6. So 2x squared plus thrice x minus twice x, that is going to be plus x. If we take x common, it would be twice x plus 3. If we take minus 1 common, it will be twice x plus 3 equals to 0. So we're going to get two expression, twice x plus 3, and we're going to get x minus 1 equals to 0. So therefore x equals to 1 or x equals to minus 3 by 2. So for sec x, remember sec theta, we consider it to be x. Sec theta equals to 1. Now you don't have to, you have to write first of all as a cosine. So reciprocal of cosine is sec, so 1 by this is this. Of course it doesn't make any difference. If you cross multiply, you get cos theta equals to 1 again. Now when you get a value of sine theta or cos theta in terms of 1 or minus 1 or 0, you don't have to use the quadrant, you just do it directly. So therefore theta equals to, you have to write down the answer directly. So when do we get 1? Cos 0 is 1, cos 180 degrees minus 1, and cos 360 degrees also 1. So it has to be 0 and 360 degree. That's 1. That's how we get 1. So the next one is for sec theta equals to minus 3 by 2. That's the next one, x equal to minus 3 by 2. So sec theta is a reciprocal of cos theta, will be minus 3 by 2. So if we change it, cos theta would be minus 2 by 3. So now we have to use the quadrant. Let's start. Negative means second quadrant and third quadrant cos is negative. So the basic angle theta is going to be arc cos or cos inverse of, remember for basic angle we don't take any negative sign, we just take the value 2 by 3. So cos inverse of 2 by 3, also remember this is not in radian, exceptional case, this is in degrees, so we have to convert the, it's already in degrees. So cos inverse of 2 by 3 is going to be 48.18 48.19 is good enough. 48.19 degrees. So this is the basic angle. So this is 48.19, this is 48.19. So for the second quadrant, so theta equals to 180 degree minus 48.19. So we are going to get 180 degree minus 48.19, that is 131.81, and theta equals to, the second quadrant is 180 plus, so 180 plus 48.19 is going to be 180 plus 48.19 is going to be 228.19. So these are the two values that we get, and they told us to write down the answer in one decimal place. Yes, they told us to write down the answer to one decimal place, and it has to be from 0 to 360 degree, but not 360 degree less than 360 degree, but it can be equal to 0. So let's write down our answer. So first of all, we got theta equal to 0 and 360. We're going to take the 0, and here we found two values, 131.8 and 228.2. So the answer is going to be, overall answer, theta equals to 0, 131.8 and 228.2. These three are the values. The next one is derivatives. So differentiation. So what we have to do here is a1. Remember, there is no such thing as twice 2a. It's 2a1 and 2a2. So this question is, differentiate means d by dx of 3 sine squared x plus sec twice x. Okay, now we have to find the derivative. Now in order to do this sum, what we have to do, what we have to know is the derivatives formula for d by dx of ax plus b to the power n. So the power comes first, then we write x plus b n minus 1, and then we do the chain rule, d by dx of ax plus b. Then we need to know d by dx of sine theta, let me call it x, which would be cosine theta into chain rule d by dx of x, and then we need to do d by dx of sec theta, which is sec theta tan theta, and the chain rule, you don't have to do the chain rule for two angles, you have to do the chain rule for one angle x. So that's, these are the three rules that we need to know for doing this particular sum. So now let's start with the derivative of 3 sine square x. So 3 is 3, just a constant. Now sine square x is ax plus b to the power n, so the power 2 comes first, then we write sine x as 1 power less, so 2 becomes this, then d by dx of, we write down whatever is inside the square, so which is sine x, plus, then we differentiate sec 2x is theta, sec theta, it will be sec theta tan theta, and the chain rule is d by dx of 2x. So the next line is going to be 3 to the 6 sine x. If you differentiate sine x, it is cos x. Oh, we also need to know the derivative of sine x, yes, which is cos x, plus sec theta tan theta, d by dx of 2x is 2. Let me write the 2 here in front. So this is it. You don't have to do anything else, and this is done. This is A1. So the next thing that we have to do is A2. So A2 is d by dx of x plus ln 2x whole cube. Now do not write braces like this. These are usually used for sets, so I recommend that you give just brackets. It's alright. So x plus ln 2x whole cubed. So x plus ln 2x whole cubed. So same thing, we need the power first because it is like x plus b to the power n. We write power, this is 3. Then you write the whole thing with one power less, so 3 becomes 2. Then you write the derivative of what's inside that power, which is x plus ln 2x. Okay, now for doing this particular derivative, you need to know the derivative of ln x plus b, so which is going to be reciprocal of whatever is after ln, and the chain rule is the algebra d by dx of x plus b. Remember, for derivative of ln you have to do the reciprocal. That's all you have to do. So let's move on. So this would be 3 x plus ln twice x whole square. Remember, you cannot multiply the 3 here because there is a power here. So derivative of x is 1 and the derivative of ln 2x is reciprocal of 2x, and the chain rule d by dx of 2x is 2. So we can write it as 3 x plus ln 2x whole squared, and this will be 1 plus this 2 and this 2 cancels, 1 by x. That's it. You don't have to do anything else to it. Keep it this way. Now the next one, question number B, is they have given y equals to 5x squared minus 10x plus 9 divided by x minus 1 whole squared, and you have to show dy by dx equals to this. So this is actually u by v, the quotient rule. When you have division like that, you have to use the quotient rule. So let me copy this question here. So this is B. Okay, now we have to find the derivative. Now first of all, it's divided, so we have to use the quotient rule. Quotient rule for derivative is d by dx of u by v, so which is high ho, high low, high ho. So ho d high minus high d ho divided by ho ho. That's the rule that we can use. So the derivative of y is dy by dx. First write it out as you do in the formula. So x minus 1 is v d by dx of 5x squared minus 10x plus 9 minus 5x squared minus 10x plus 9 d by dx of x minus 1 whole squared divided by ho ho, so that means x minus 1 whole squared. Now it's a very important thing, do not break the power, just keep it this way, that it will be very easy to simplify this way. So x minus 1 whole squared d by dx of 5x squared is 10x minus 10x is minus 10, 9 is 0, that's it, minus, write this 5x squared minus 10x plus 9, and this is a power, so when you do this it's like the derivative of x plus b to the power n. So the power 2 comes first, then you write this out as 1 decreases, so 2 becomes 1, and d by dx of whatever is inside the power is 1. So this is how we get it. So now if you take a look here, this is x minus 1 whole squared. Now if you take this 10 common, this becomes x minus 1 minus, if you write this out, it is 5x squared minus 10x plus 9. This is 2 into x minus 1 divided by x minus 1 whole squared. If you notice it, what we can do here is we can take this whole thing. Now one thing, I think I made a mistake. X minus 1 whole squared means this is going to be x minus 1 whole squared whole squared. So there is going to be a whole square here because it is v square. So this will be 10 to the power 4. X minus 1 to the power 4. Okay, x minus 1 to the power 4. Now it's all right. Now what we can do here, if we can take x minus 1 common from here, x minus 1 common from here, what we get inside the bracket is x minus 1 whole squared minus, we have a 10 here as well. We have a 10 here because this 10 is here, and we have here 2 5x squared minus 10x plus 9 divided by, we have x minus 1 to the power 4. Now this thing and this thing cancels and the power becomes cubed because this is x minus 1 and this is x minus 1 to the power 4. If you cancel this, it becomes x minus 1 to the power 3. So what we have here is, if we break this bracket, a minus b whole square is a square minus 2ab plus b squared minus, if you multiply it with 2, 5 to the 10 x squared minus 2 into this is plus 20x minus 2 into this is minus 18 divided by x minus 1 whole cubed. So what we get here is 10x squared minus 20x plus 10. So 10 into x is 10x squared minus 20x plus 10, and what we get here is minus 10x squared plus 20x minus 10 divided by x minus 1 whole cubed. Now this thing and this thing cancels, this thing and this thing cancel, this will be 10 minus 18 is minus 8 divided by x minus 1 whole cubed. This is the simplest form, and I believe they asked for the answer in a specific format. Yes, they asked for the answer to express this in the simplest form, minus 8 by x minus 1 whole cube, and this is the format you have to express the answer in. Question number 3 is functions, but first of all it's simple algebra. So here we have to simplify this thing into this thing. Now one thing has to be clarified, this special fancy symbol doesn't really mean anything. You can write it as this and this is the same thing. So if they give the question like that, just go ahead and write it as fx equals to 5x plus 1 divided by x squared plus x minus 2 minus 3 by x plus 2. Now in order to simplify this, we have to do middle term break here and do this separately. So we know x squared plus x minus 2, so if you do middle term break, 2 ones are 2, so x squared plus 2x minus 2, so this would be x plus 2 minus 1 x plus 2. So it will be x plus 2 x minus 1. So fx equals to 5x plus 1 x plus 2 x minus 1 minus 3 by x plus 2. So this is what we have, and we take LCM. So the LCM is going to be x plus 2, 1x plus 2 here, 1x plus 2 here, and this is going to be x minus 1. So x plus 2 x plus 2, this is going to be 5x plus 1 minus x plus 2 x plus 2, this is going to be 3 into x minus 1. So if we simplify, it will be 5x plus 1 minus thrice x plus 3 divided by x plus 2 x minus 1. So we have 5x minus thrice x is twice x, 1 plus 3 is 4 divided by x plus 2. So if we take 2 common, it will be x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 x minus 1. X plus 2 cancels, and we have 2 by x minus 1. That's we have to show here. Therefore fx equals to 2 by x minus 1. Okay, that's what we had to show, 2 by x minus 1. That's it. Now we have b here. One thing, this fancy thing is the domain, and you don't have to bother about this. This is just something part of the question. Don't worry about this. This is the main thing. Now b is f inverse x. Now f inverse x means everything becomes reversed, everything becomes changed, it becomes the opposite. So the first thing you do, let y equals to fx. So if this is fx, don't use this bigger one, use the simpler one. These two are the same now. So use y equals to 2 by x minus 1. Now, after you have written this out, you then find the value of x from this. Let me say it again. First, you consider fx to be y when you're finding the inverse. So y equals to fx, so 2 by x minus 1. Now, after you have done it, you have to find x from it. How can you find x? Y x minus 1 equals to 2. You can write x minus 1 equals to 2 by y. Then you can write therefore x equals to 2 by y plus 1. Now you have found x. This is the inverse of fx. So f inverse x equals to, but you cannot write y because here they have written x. So 2 by x plus 1. That's it. This is f inverse x. Done. And be careful about f inverse and f prime. F prime means derivative, so be careful about that. Now this question is you have to solve the equation fgx. So f gx means gx inside of this. Same thing, f gx means gx inside of fx. So let's find this expression first. So what is the expression of fx? Fx is this one. Don't use this complicated one, use the easier one. So fx is 2 divided by x minus 1. So 2 divided by x minus 1 means f inside gx means 2 divided by blank minus 1, and this blank input is going to be gx, which is going to be x square plus 5. It turns out to be 2 divided by x square plus 4. So this is fgx. So therefore 2 divided by x square plus 4 is equals to 1 by 4. If you cross multiply, 4 to the 8, and x square plus 4 is into 1 is this. So this is going to be x square equals to 8 minus 4, which is 4. Therefore x equals to plus minus square root of 4 is plus minus 2. Always be careful after you're done with it. They said solve, but you got two answers. Of course that could be the answer, but pay attention. At the beginning there was one question that for fx it has to be greater than 1. Now the question is, does it have to be greater than 1 for fgx? So this is a question you have to be careful about. No, it does not affect fgx because fgx is a completely different function.